could fly like birds, I'll fly so high to reach you, to be near you. Years will pass and leaves will fall, all the seas will dry. You know the snow will slowly melt, but my love will never die, never die. It's been too long, I wish I could turn back time, sitting here waiting till the sun won't shine. I'll wait till you can hear me. I know someday everything will change for us. You will be with me forevermore. No more will I ever leave you. Years will pass and leaves will fall, all the seas will dry. You know the snow will slowly melt, but my love will never die, never die. Years will pass and leaves will fall, all the seas will dry. You know the snow will slowly melt, but my love will never die, never die. All my hope and all I own, I want to give it all. Oh, what I'll give to be with you forever and never and never. And our story, I know it'll never end. It will always remain within our hearts. Your love's with me forever.
Missing child Summer Moon, Utah Wales.
Missing since June 15, 2021. Missing from Rogersville, TNDOB Feb 4, 2016. Age now 8. Sex female. Race white. Hair color blonde. Eye color blue. Height 30. Weight 40 lbs.
Summer was last seen at home on June 15, 2021 at approximately 6 p.m. She was last seen wearing gray pants, a pink shirt, and was possibly barefoot. 1-800-843-5678, Hawkins County Sheriff's Office, Tennessee, 1-423-272-7121.
June 15, 2021 started as a fun, carefree day spent that Summer spent swimming with her mother, Candace, and grandmother, Candy, at a local creek. When they returned home, Summer planted flowers with the two women before asking to go inside with her brothers. At that time, Candace walked Summer back from the camping RV, stopping short of the door to the family home. She later recounted that she was close enough to see Summer's brothers sitting inside watching YouTube videos. Here is a timeline of the day Summer went missing and the past 2 years. On the morning of Tuesday, June 15, 2021, 5-year-old Summer Wells was woken early by her mother, Candace. They had to take Summer's grandmother, Candy, to the Halston Valley Medical Center in nearby Kingsport, Tennessee. Grandma Candy had trouble with her knee, and she was in a lot of pain that day. Before they left the house, Candace told Summer's brothers, 12-year-old J, 11-year-old W, and 9-year-old W, to stay in the house until she got home. Candace's husband, Don Wells, had already left for work. Candace, Summer, and Grandma Candy made the 40-minute drive to the city of Kingsport. After they dropped Grandma Candy off at the hospital, Candace and Summer waited in the truck for a while before Candace made a quick phone call to H, her friend Allison's 15-year-old son. She told H she would pick him up and they could go fishing after Grandma Candy was released from the hospital. H joined Candace and Summer, and the three ran errands around town. At some point that morning, Candace got a phone call from Don. He usually called her every few hours just to check in, but this call was strange. Don told Candace that there was a man on their property, the same man that had supposedly been lurking around their house for the past week. Candace told H that she thought the man was stalking her children. After Candace hung up with Don, they returned to the hospital to pick up Grandma Candy, then drove to Warriors Path State Park, a recreation area located on Fort Patrick Henry Lake. At the park, Summer splashed around in the swimming hole while Candace took pictures and videos to post on TikTok. Candace and Hunter sat by the water, vaping and drinking twisted tea. Grandma Candy sat in the truck for a while, but then decided she wanted to join the rest of the group down by the water. While Candace went to help her mother down the hill, H watched Summer swim. Summer disappeared under the water for a few seconds, and when she didn't resurface, H jumped into the water to check on her. When he pulled her up, she was laughing, clearly fine and having a wonderful time. After everyone dried off and Summer had changed out of her swimsuit, they piled back into the truck and ran a few more errands, including picking up groceries and Grandma Candy's prescription at the local Walgreens. They then dropped H3 back off at his house and made the drive home to Rogersville. Summer fell asleep in the back seat, exhausted from the day's activities. When they arrived home around 3:30 p.m., Candace found the boys sitting in the kitchen watching television. She asked them to help bring the groceries into the house while she started the laundry. For a while, everyone was just hanging out around the house. Grandma Candy mentioned that it would be a good time to replant some of the flowers in front of her camper, so she and Candace recruited Summer to help. The three of them worked to fill the planters, with Summer arranging the rocks and adding her small plastic Paw Patrol toys on top as a finishing touch. When they were done, they went into Grandma Candy's camper to wash their hands, and Summer got a piece of candy as a reward for her hard work. Summer then said she wanted to go back to the house with her brothers. Candace watched as Summer walked the few short yards to the main house. She could see the boys sitting at the kitchen table, so she called over to them, telling them to watch Summer for a few minutes while she fixed Grandma Candy's knee brace. When Candace made it back to the house a short while later, she asked the boys where Summer was. They told her that Summer had gone down to the basement to play with her toys. Candace called down to Summer, but there was no answer. Concerned, Candace climbed down the stairs to see if she could lay eyes on her daughter, but Summer wasn't there. She then went through the entire house, calling Summer's name, growing more frantic by the minute. She went outside, yelling for Summer, hoping she would hear her responding through the trees. Candace told the boys to grab their walkie-talkies and their buck knives and go down to search by the creek. She hopped into her mom's truck and started driving the dirt roads, calling out for Summer. She didn't see anyone around. And she didn't see her daughter. Back at the house, Candace called Don. She told him, "I can't find Summer. Get home now." But Don was over an hour away at a job site. He told Candace to call 911, so she ran over to her mother's camper to use her phone, the only one that had enough signal to make the call. Candace told the dispatcher that her 5-year-old daughter was missing, that she had been playing down in the basement and had just disappeared. The dispatcher said that officers were on the way, but Candace wasn't going to wait around. She hopped back in the truck and drove to a neighbor's house, asking if they would help her look for Summer, just in case she wandered off. Candace drove as far back into the holler as the truck would go, but there was still no sign of Summer. By the time she made it back to the house, Dawn had arrived home, and police officers were coming up the driveway. A timeline of events: 5:30 p.m. on June 15, 2021. Summer was planting flowers about 20 feet from her family's house on Ben Hill Road in the unincorporated community of Beech Creek with her mother and grandmother, her dad told the Times News in the early days of the investigation. She reportedly went inside and told her 3 older brothers she wanted to play with her toys in the basement. But when her mother, Candace Wells, came inside a short time later, Summer was nowhere to be found. 6:30 p.m. on June 15, 2021, Summer was reported missing to the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office. Midnight on June 16, 2021, the Tennessee State Bureau of Investigation released an endangered child alert for Summer. Shortly after 11 a.m. on June 16, 2021, TBI changed the endangered child alert to an Amber Alert. The endangered child alert is issued when there is concern for a child's safety, while Amber Alerts are reserved for the most serious of missing children cases where officials believe a child is in imminent danger. 4 p.m. on June 16, 2021, officials with the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office and TBI held the first of what would be several news conferences updating the public on search efforts. About 30 tips were called in before the end of the day. 1 p.m. on June 17, 2021, search teams said steep and dangerous terrain, including dense canopy coverage and ground cover, were hampering their efforts. Poor cell phone service was also making it difficult for them to communicate. 8:40 p.m. on June 17, 2021, investigators began asking anyone who lives on or near Ben Hill Road to check their trail cameras, surveillance footage, and outbuildings for any sign of Summer. June 18, 2021, Summer's father spoke to media outlets for the first time, saying he was at work when Summer went missing. When I got home, I drove to the bottom of the property and I realized that all my neighbors and stuff were combing the woods looking for her, and I realized right then and there that she was not there, Wells told the Times News. I knew right then and there that she was gone because she would never leave there on her own. Somebody had taken her. June 19, 2021, TBI shared photographs of Summer's house and property where she was last seen. June 22, 2021, 1 week after Summer's disappearance, TBI reported receiving at least 221 tips. Investigators continued to push residents in the area to check their barns and crawl spaces for places a child might hide. Specialized searches in the Beech Creek community carried on. June 23, 2021, investigators set up a roadblock to ask drivers if they noticed anything unusual on the day Summer disappeared. June 26, 2021, TBI asked for the driver of a Toyota pickup truck to come forward after a witness reported seeing it in the Beech Creek area in the late afternoon or early evening on June 14 or June 15. Officials said the person may have seen something related to Summer's disappearance. The truck was described as a 1998-2000 maroon or red Toyota Tacoma, with a full bed ladder rack along with white buckets in the truck bed. To date, the driver has not been found. June 27, 2021, officials announced they are scaling back search operations. July 1, 2021, the Polk County Sheriff's Office in Wisconsin told WJHL Summer's disappearance renewed interest in the case of her missing aunt, Rose Marie Bly, who vanished in Polk County in 2009. July 2, 2021, Hawkins County Sheriff Ronnie Lawson told WJHL they have received no solid leads from the over 750 tips called in. July 11, 2021, Lawson told the Times News Summer's case is nowhere even close to being cold. July 12, 2021, TBI confirmed they've received 935 tips regarding Summer's disappearance. In a recorded video, Lawson told the public everything is still on the table. We're still trying to find out what happened to Summer, so everybody is still a person of interest, he said. On the same day in an interview with the Times News, Summer's father Donald Wells expressed little hope that she was still alive. He also confirmed he, his wife and his mother-in-law all passed lie detector tests in the early days of the investigation. July 13, 2021, Shelley Smitherman, Assistant Special Agent in charge with TBI, said investigators typically have a credible tip or lead to go off of within a couple of days of a child disappearing. That is the frustrating part for law enforcement in this case and for the public, she said. We will continue to investigate and to search for Summer. In the public's eye there may not be as much media attention given to this case, but that does not mean that we stop what we're doing. That is the frustrating part for law enforcement in this case and for the public, she said. We will continue to investigate and to search for Summer. In the public's eye there may not be as much media attention given to this case, but that does not mean that we stop what we're doing. Missing since June 15, 2021. Missing from Rogersville, Tennessee. Classification: endangered. Missing sex: female, race white, date of birth February 4, 2016, 8, age 5 years old, height and weight 3 feet 0 inches, 40 pounds. Clothing/jewelry description: a pink shirt, gray pants or shorts, and possibly no shoes or socks. Associated vehicle: S, red or maroon. 1998 to 2000 Toyota Tacoma with a full bed, ladder rack and white buckets in the bed. Distinguishing characteristics: Caucasian female, blonde hair, blue eyes. Summer was last seen at her home in the 100 block of Ben Hill Road in the Beech Creek area of Rogersville, Tennessee between 5:30 and about 6:30 p.m. on June 15, 2021. Her older brothers said she went down into the basement to play, and they never saw her after that. She has never been heard from again. Her family said she simply disappeared without anyone seeing or hearing anything out of the ordinary. An extensive search turned up no sign of her, although search dogs tracked her scent through the woods at the end of Ben Hill Road. 11 days after Summer disappeared, authorities asked the public for information about a truck that had been seen in the area in the later afternoon to early evening hours of June 14 and June 15. The truck is described as a red or maroon 1998 to 2000 Toyota Tacoma with a full bed, ladder rack and white buckets in the bed. The vehicle and its driver have not been identified. Authorities stated the driver isn't a suspect, but they want to talk to the person and find out what they know and what they might have seen. Summer's family was investigated for possible involvement in her disappearance. There have been domestic violence issues between her parents, Donald Wells and Candace Bly, and Donald has been arrested for domestic violence on multiple occasions. He stated he was at work when Summer disappeared, and that both he, Candace and Candace's mother had all passed polygraphs about Summer's disappearance. For unclear reasons, Summer's 3 older brothers, aged between 7 and 12 years old, were removed from the family home by the Tennessee Department of Children's Services about a month after Summer's disappearance. After their removal, police questioned them about the case. They've also interviewed people who had stayed at the home in the months prior to Summer's disappearance. Authorities haven't named anybody as a suspect in Summer's case. Donald stated he believes his daughter was abducted by someone outside the family. Summer's aunt, Rose Bly, disappeared from Wisconsin in 2009 and has never been found. The two cases are not thought to be related. Both remain unsolved. Today, February 4, 2024 is Summer's 8th birthday on June 15, 2024. It will be 3 years since Summer Moon Utha Wells has been seen. Summer Wells has been missing 964 days, 2 years, 7 months, and 20 days. Hawkins County Sheriff's Office 423-272-7121.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away.
Like nothing I found, my mind overwhelms. I think that I'm broken, but I hope you can't help. I know I'm not perfect, but some days I feel far more worthless. Baby, you make me feel nervous. If I still have you, I have purpose. It's all worth it.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. I guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away. Tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray